I'm glad we don't have to see anything regarding Edelgard this stream. No, we don't, Lacius. We have healed. Well, we haven't really healed from our wounds. They're still oozing. But we don't have to deal with them. This stream. We don't. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do about collections. I'm hoping that Twitch addresses it, but I don't know if they will. So this is my temporary fix of just kind of putting like one shots, like Code Vein. We have a stream of, you know, stuff like that, just throwing it into one and then saving the collections for, or the individual collections for the bigger playthroughs like Fire Emblem, Animal Crossing, Pokemon, etc. So that's my plan for right now. Eventually I will run out of space again, and then I don't know what I'm gonna do. So, you know, that's where I'm at. Okay, let me turn on my other monitor. Healing will only come in the final 3 houses stream playthrough. It's true. Very true. Very true. All right. So this is Blue Sea Moon. We've got this calendar left, I think, because there isn't another month, right, Crab? It just throws you into the next battle. Is that right? Or do you have like another month where you can explore and stuff? All right, let's instruct in our final moments. Unless the final playthrough is another Crimson Flower. Oh, that's exactly what it is, Crab, because we have supports that we need. Because they added the Ashen Wolves and also an extra support line with Yuritsa. So I was not able to get that. So there, also, I need to boost this because Cooking Mama was like super loud. So I think I turned down the volume. So I apologize if Animal Crossing was low today. That should be a little better. You know, nobody wants to be educated today. Like, they're just not having it, I guess. Well, you know what? Cookie Mama was really loud.
I failed.
Oh no! I will hug you, Flan.
Professor, I will work harder. I have done it! No need to discontinue with the praises. I would like to do this again sometime. Well worth the effort.
It should go right into the next one. I don't see you having a month to chillax after the next chapter, but I could be wrong. Okay. I should stop mentioning it and just get some ice cream. Lacius, make your dream come true. Live your best life. Get that ice cream. You know what, Ingrid? Maybe you should be motivated. Maybe that's what you should do with your life. There is no way. There's just no way. Trying to look for anybody who's like remotely close to another level before this battle. I have to paint something for my art, and I'm going to base it off the song Viva la Vida. My struggle is I don't know whether to put Fire Emblem characters in the painting or not. I mean, go for it. If that's what inspires you in this moment, then do it. I guess Hanneman is almost to an S rank. Almost. Ish.
No. That.
Well. The hardest question is which Fire Emblem characters? Your favorite ones. Hi, Hero. I'm very disappointed that nothing was announced on the 30th anniversary, which was yesterday. Except for, I think they added some people to Heroes. But, like, I was really hoping they would announce a remake. Like a remaster of anything. That did not happen. I'm shocked that the series is 30 years old. Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, it's fine. Good enough.
Could you perhaps enlighten me on something?
I consider it my duty to gift the world with innovations in magic, but my designs rarely have utility in battle. How do I overcome my weakness in this area, in your view? Practice is the path to improvement. Keep experimenting.
I grasp it so much more perfectly now.
I mean, you didn't need motivated out of all the freaking people to come up to me. You did not need motivated. Whose birthday is it? It's Balthus's birthday. Okay, Balthus. Did Nintendo do anything for Mario, Zelda, or Kirby on their 30th? I'm not sure. I guess I never really paid attention. I thought they did something. I thought they did something for Mario, but I don't remember. Balthus, what kind of tea do you like? Perfect time to ask Balthus what the fuck is with his nipple tubes. Listen, his nipple tubes. His nipple tubes keep him going. They're the source of his power. Alright, pine needles it is.
What's the latest, pal? Got
Hey,
any
pal.
hot tips for making gold fast?
Hot tips, hot nips.
Holst used to make me this tea all the time. Huh? Nothing. Forget it.
Balthus? Are you saying you're into Holst?
Thanks.
They did for Mario and Zelda?
Nice brew. Really?
Ambitious?
Makes sense.
You know what doesn't make sense? Your nipple tubes. I think he's just Bane. Like, I think he's got, like, fluid pumping in there. I'm not sure.
Really?
Past
Of
laughs?
course.
It's because Fire Emblem only sold 2.5 million on the Switch.
Of course.
Mountain folk traditions. Not sure why that was
My
funny.
mother's bloodline is pretty rare. That means I'm a walking treasure.
Okay, Balthus. He must have won, like, the tag team championship, right? Because he's got, like, a wrestler's belt on. Not good enough for a 30th anniversary celebration. He's just hot Bane.
A real knockout, aren't I? Go ahead, look your fill. This is the face that drives the ladies wild. Interested in the majestic king of grappling's Iron Bod, yeah? If you want to watch, I'll be training later. Shirtless. You're welcome.
Balthus, how are you not in S support for male Byleth? I don't understand.
Nice brew.
His power level is over 9,000. I forget what he likes. Do you like meat?
Thanks, pal.
I mean, kind of.
Of course. Thanks, pal.
Well, that's all you're getting.
That tea was delicious. Hey, think I can drink the next cup in one go?
Was very happy to hear it sold 2.5 million though. This doesn't strike me as a game that costs a ton. I can't tell if you're kidding or not, Lacius. I would imagine that it would, just because of all of the writing, dialogue, voice acting. Like, I think that would be expensive. The "you're welcome" kills me every time.
Are gonna do real good.
Oh, you're not?
together.
Okay. I think it would have
Yes,
cost
this will go well.
quite a bit. Because there's a lot of dialogue and
Look
voice
at
lines
our
in here. Well,
excellent
0 was
results.
yeeted. There's no animation in cutscenes other than the hand-drawn animation. I don't know. I mean, maybe you could
Feeling
find out
pretty
how
good
much it
about
costs to make. I don't know if that's, like, public information, but... Ding! Saint Sethleen! It's Saint Sethleen Day, guys.
Music speaks to the heart. It's more powerful than any weapon.
Everyone should sing louder.
My
It feels
sword
so
would
good just
like
let it
to
out.
disagree. I hate how you can't choose for that, because then, like... Oh, it's Flane's birthday. What a fucking coincidence. I hate how you can't choose, though, because you always end up with people who don't need to learn faith, or that you're not teaching faith, so then it's a waste. And that annoys me. Twilight Princess HD came out on the 30th anniversary of Zelda. Oh, did it? They share a day. How curious. I really do think that they tried to hide it because they have Keyhole Day, and Seth's birthday is a day that you don't get to because of the time skip, I think. Like, you miss it somehow, or at least we did. I'm pretty sure you miss it both times. Like, I think we missed it in all the playthroughs. Because it's set really close to the... No, it wouldn't be time skip. It's set really close to the ball, I think. And I think it just kind of skips over it. So I feel like they did that so that it wouldn't be super obvious, because you have Seiros Day and Rhea's birthday, Flane's birthday on Sethleen's Day, but then it doesn't actually show you Seteth. So I think that was kind of their way of trying to hide it, which is kind of interesting that they did that. Poor Seteth. No one cares about his birthday. I care about his birthday, but I don't think you ever get to celebrate it because it's in December, right? And you only go through December once? Is that right? All right, Flan. What kind of tea time? What kind of tea do you want for tea time? Let's see. Ads, go away. Crescent moon tea. Oh, we have some of that.
I am pleased that you invited me. You know about my favorite tea. I am moved.
Of course I do. The internet told me. That was good ice cream. Did you eat it already, Lacius?
Huh?
Thanks. Oh, she likes the opera too, though. Thanks for everything. Because she was talking to Manuela about the opera.
Right.
Working together. Dining partner? Okay.
Even if I fall asleep, please do not leave my side. Promise you will stay near.
I will be your new dad. Chat. What? Sigh? Laugh? Laugh isn't the right answer. Sigh? What is the right— Why would I laugh at her? What the fuck?
Huh?
Excuse me, game. Crap. Here,
Wow,
have this.
Huh?
Have this.
Wow, I am delighted.
No, we didn't observe. We must observe.
You look odd today. Are you feeling all right?
Just fucking laugh in her face. I mean, I guess that's what she wanted me to do? Like, what, to treat it like she was kidding? I don't know. Why is laugh the correct answer there? That seems offensive. Especially
Ever since your
knowing
hair
what I
shifted
know.
to look more like mine, I feel so much closer to you.
You're my daughter now. That's how it works. We have the same hair color, so that's how it works. You're my daughter now. I don't make the rules.
That tea was very delicious. Please take care, Professor.
Haha, you fool. I am scum. I will not care if you fall asleep. I mean, Scumlad is a piece of crap. You're scared of going to sleep. What a loser. That's so mean. Does that mean Sedith is Scumlad's hubby now? No, it does not. Scumlad is not good enough for Sedith. It's just fact. Okay. So we do have one of these. But... Alright. What supports do we have? Okay, Linhart and Annette. I'm pretty sure I already marked these in the spreadsheet, but just in case. Okay. Yes, this is one we needed.
There's nothing like a morning stroll to take in the fresh air. Hmm? In the thicket there, is that a human foot?
It's just Linhart.
Someone help!
Sorry, Annette.
How did she only see his foot?
Hey! You shouldn't surprise people like that. I thought you were an undead corpse. Why are you
Fair.
sneaking out here anyway? We're in the middle of a war. Doesn't that seem dangerous?
Middle of a war or no, you'll not defeat the Master of Dreams. He's a fiercely strong enemy.
Stop joking around. What are you even talking about?
No joking, I assure you. He is quite unstoppable. Or perhaps you know his weakness?
You really never change, do you? You sleep just as much as ever. Do you even remember what I told you?
You told me something? When?
You spoke to me at some point?
Of course you don't. I told you that putting in effort...
Is how you grow. Is that the one?
So, you do remember?
Should I not have remembered?
Someone needs to introduce Lynn to espresso.
No.
Connie could.
It's just... You should put your talents to use elsewhere. That's all.
The truth is, I place effort in what brings me joy. I'm happiest that way.
No, that's not... Okay, let me put it this way instead.
Does it spark joy,
Working hard for
Lynn?
other people helps you grow as a person. Do you not get the urge to work hard for other people? Like when you helped me before?
Not as such. Why would I go through that effort? For what gain?
For the gain I mentioned. That it helps you grow as a person.
Oh, I see. Well, then continue working hard for my sake. For example, waking me up today. And I suppose I will try to do a little bit more for you, too. I find working for others to be annoying, yet I wish to make an exception for you. I hope that's all right.
Just for me?
Indeed. You're the only person I'd bother helping. I could wear myself out helping you. Forever, maybe. What about it? I'll be there for you, and you can be there for me.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
What?
If we're doing our best for each other and all, then that's just a bit like... just kind of like a marriage.
Huh. You know, I feel as if you might be able to wake me up every morning. No small feat, that.
Great, what a life.
So I would marry a man who can't even get up in the morning.
That's how that ends? Okay. Well... Well... Oh, we've already seen this one. It's Bernie and Ferd. The only Ferdinand support I'm missing is Ferd and Hilda's A support. Okay, Ash and Mom.
Excuse me, Ash. Do you have a moment? I finally managed to finish cooking a dish.
Who's gonna wind up with him this time? Be prepared to be horrified.
Sounds good. I'd be happy to. Wow, Mercedes. This is delicious.
I used that herb you suggested. Boiling it gave off such a lovely aroma. I think I used the right amount of spice, too. Even I could eat it without burning my tongue. I'm a much better cook now, thanks to you. I hope you can continue teaching me.
Oh, definitely. I should thank you too.
Thank me? Even after all the trouble I've caused you?
Seeing you persevere has made me really happy. In fact, you've reminded me of someone I cared about a lot.
Leonardo, the father you murdered?
Someone you cared about? Romantically? This is all so sudden, Ash. I don't...
I didn't mean it that way. I was actually thinking about my brother.
What a relief. I
Hi,
didn't even
Mochi.
know you had a brother.
You ready for some
He
lore?
was the son of Lenato, my adoptive
We might be getting
father.
some lore.
I always called him my brother, though. Failure never got to him. All he'd ever do is laugh and try again.
Even worse.
Whenever I was feeling down about a setback,
Your brother.
he would cheer me up. He'd say something like, "Don't worry, we'll tackle it together next time." I was always happy to have him around.
He sounds like a wonderful person.
He was. And I get the same feeling from you.
I've done nothing but bother you with frivolous little things. I'm sure I could never be like your brother. But I'd like to stay by your side, if you'll have me.
What do you mean?
I want to be there to help you in times of need, or to cheer you up when you're feeling down. I should be able to manage that without doing too much damage.
I'm glad to hear you say that. Thank you, Mercedes. I know I can rely on you.
Oh. Oh my gosh, Alois. Alright, Mom and Ignatz.
Are you praying, Ignatz? Are you concerned about something?
A little. I'm coming to accept that I will never be an artist. I'm self-taught,
God,
so my
Ignatz.
style and technique are probably all wrong. I don't know what I'm doing. Besides, how could I persuade my father? I can't even imagine his reaction. He'd disown me.
It takes courage to stray from the path that has been
Just
set
kill
out
him.
for
That's
you.
what happens in this game.
It's
Don't like
never
your father,
easy.
kill him.
I'm in a similar
It's fine, then you can go paint all you want.
I've been carrying out my adoptive father's wishes up until this point.
Oh good, Lorenz has supports. I'm almost done with Lorenz. And his supports, actually. I don't have that many left.
It's never a bad thing to have dreams. That's how I feel, at least. I can't imagine a life in which I'd given up on my dreams. How could anyone
Fire
find
Emblem,
happiness
kill
in
your
that?
parents.
Even with your father's demands, you can still work toward one small dream at a time.
You know, I suppose you're right. My dream of being an artist gives me the energy to go on.
Is this another my parents will
You're
disown me
really
if I have a
wise,
hobby
Mercedes.
support? Yes.
Oh, goodness. That's not how most people would describe me. I just don't want you to give up on your art. Besides, I genuinely do want to see your painting of the goddess.
Like,
Really?
painting
I'm
is
pleased to
something
hear
you
you say
could do
so.
in secret.
You said you're in the same
You know what I
position
mean?
as I am. What did you mean by that?
Like, he
My
could paint
future
and
has
have
been
nobody
decided
really
for
know
me as
about it.
well. I'm to be married off to a nobleman.
What?
Is it really that surprising? I think many young women face the same fate.
And meanwhile,
So,
like,
will
Ingrid and
you get
Mercy are
married?
worried about being forced to get married.
I suppose I haven't given it much thought. Whatever may happen, I'm
And
sure
he's like, I can't
everything will work out in
paint.
the end if I don't give up on my dreams.
Everything will work out in the end. Mercedes, you're amazing. I think that whatever you do, wherever you go, you'll help a lot of people. You're so kind. I know you can... Oh,
What's wrong, Ignatz? You have a strange look on your face.
for my whole life I've wanted to paint the goddess, but I never could. Whatever shape I gave her, she never seemed quite right. But it's just come to me.
It's wonderful how inspiration can strike so suddenly. Quick, paint before you lose it.
I will. Will you help me?
I'd be happy to help. But
Lay
I'm
on
not
my
sure what I can
canvas.
do.
Don't you see? The goddess I imagined and tried to paint so many times. She's you. I have to get my supplies. Stay
No,
right there.
they don't look alike at all.
Well,
What?
to say such a thing directly before the altar, that must be some kind of sin.
He
I'll
just
say
gets
an extra prayer
electrocuted.
for him.
He has been smited. Your pickup lines need work, Ignatz. I know, all his supports are just about him painting women. That's right. That's pretty much it. And it's just like there are worse ones, but at the same time, it's just... I don't know. Except for his with Raphael, they actually kind of show more of his character, I think. So I think his supports with Raphael are a lot better. But it's just kind of like, dude... He's just calling her a goddess so he can paint her nude. He's that guy. I'd prefer if he wanted to paint Raphael. That would be really funny. He's just constantly bugging him. I must paint you. Nah, I can't prefer Yuri. I can't do it. I think Yuri's my most hated character. I think even more than Cyril. I think it's like Yuri, then like Cyril. And then I'd have to think about it. Plot twist, Raphael is the true goddess. I agree. Yeah, that's saying something.
Is it over?
Yes, that's all there is. You listened all
What
the way
about
to the
Gilbert?
end.
Fuck Gilbert. I don't even know him, but fuck him.
Mercedes, thank you. And I didn't cover my ears even once.
Gilbert's down there,
No need to thank
probably.
me. You're the one who did all the hard work. You should be proud of yourself. Now you can face any challenge on the battlefield without fear. I had always planned on working
Just
in
bring a change of
monastery once the
armor,
war was
Eloise.
over.
You'll be
But
fine.
seeing knights like you makes me consider joining up.
You want to join the Knights of Seiros?
Dude, have you
Helping
seen
those in
her?
need with
She
the goddess
wrecks.
always at my side. I can't think of a better way to live.
Was she telling him spooky stories again? Probably.
I think the Knights of Seiros wouldn't be quite what you expect. As a knight myself, I slew countless foes. I shudder at the memory of
Alois.
my own deeds.
Mom
The
has killed
corpses
more
I
men than
made
you, I'm
heaped
just
in a
saying.
pile would be like a mountain. I suppose that's why I'm so frightened of ghosts. What if they appear before me, seeking revenge? Perhaps it's a silly thing to worry about, but still.
I'm well aware of the nature of a knight's duty, but I no longer have anything to fear. I've been on the battlefield. I've killed my enemies many times.
See, that's a
I
good
see.
point.
What would your parents think about you planning to become a knight?
My mother would respect my wishes, but my adoptive father would need to be persuaded.
Before you talk to them, I had better relate some of the darker chapters in the knight's history. It's your turn to listen, Mercedes.
Thank you, Eloise. And you should know, I intend to improve my ghost storytelling as well.
Pardon?
If I want to continue helping you, I'll have to seek out much scarier stories to share.
Oh, you're in trouble.
Nonsense. It's no trouble at all. Besides, we have to help each other the best we can.
I suppose that's true. Thank you.
He's just like, Eloise, do you know how many men I've murdered in cold blood? You have any idea? A lot of men. Have we seen this? Probably. We need to get them to an A, which I don't know if that's gonna happen in this playthrough. It might in Golden Deer, though. I'm not sure where they're at in Golden Deer. Oh, Lysithia.
Ah, yes! These are the moments I live for!
Aloy's trying to be intimidating is hilarious.
You.
It is, though.
You again? Can't you see
This is why we need a Mercy voice donation goal for something. Oh, don't
How
worry.
did you like the cake? I bet you ate it, didn't you? I knew it was irresistible. What was the experience
That's
like?
a thing that can happen.
I'm curious, from a research perspective.
I don't know. I didn't eat it. I gave it to some kid.
You gave it to some undeserving child?
We've been over this. I don't like sweets.
Cake is not a sweet. Cake is the divine
That would be a great thing
essence
for
of
new
the
people to see
heavens.
when they came in
Everyone has their
and
own
someone
taste.
donated.
That's true. But
Just
life
Mercy
without
popping up
cake
like,
is no
do you know how many
way at
men
all.
I've killed?
Your
A lot.
dismissiveness
I've killed a
regarding
lot of
cake
men.
is inexcusable.
And I look damn
I'm sure
good
why you're
doing it.
so fixated on this.
I simply can't resist the spongy magnificence of cakes. I
The
don't
way she
understand
said
how
that, you gave it to
can
some
be
disgusting
passionate about
filth.
I
You
don't
gave
know.
it to a
Just don't eat
child?
it.
How could you, Felix?
it. Just try a bite. Come on, open up.
No, I already told you
No,
I don't want
want cake.
But I made this one with care and attention, love even. And I went light on the sugar just for you.
I bet she
it.
didn't.
Not light enough, I bet. If I eat this, will you stop bothering me?
More or less. Just don't give it to some silly child this time.
They are both acting like whiny kids.
Let's get this over with.
Okay, so we need their A support, but we needed this one, which is Lysithia and Annette. So I'm gonna mark that. Ugh, I'm missing so many from Blue Lions, which is not a shocker, but
Oh, you're still here? Lysithia, hi. Did you
You're still
forget
here?
something? I did.
in general,
What are you reading? Just something I found. Though there are things in here I don't quite get. Is that the Compendium of Light and Dark? It is! Amazing how you could tell that just from a glance at the cover. I've read it so many times, I have nearly the entire thing memorized. That said, it does seem to take liberties with some topics, so be aware of that while you're reading it. Wait, really? Yikes. Thanks for the warning. You've got quite the stack of books here for only wanting to brush up on one thing. I knew you were a hard worker, Annette. No, not as much as some people. Oh, sorry. There I go again. It's alright. In getting to know you, I've taken some time to self-reflect. I used to think that I worked harder than anyone. But I'm not so sure anymore. I have to work even harder to keep pace with you. Oh no! But then I'll have to work extra hard to keep up with you! Well, if you work extra hard, I'll need to work super duper extra hard. Oh, come on! Fine. Super duper quadruple extra hard it is. Okay, that's enough. We could do this forever, but we've got better things to do. Sorry. It's fun to see you get carried away like that, though. I'm glad we had this chat. I feel excited to continue working super duper extra hard now. I'm lucky to have someone like you around to inspire me.
Wait, shit.
I feel the same. I'll do my best.
Yeah,
to
Lysithea
keep
is just
pace
like,
with
all
you.
right, this is too
Why
silly.
are you smiling? Oh, it's nothing. I was just thinking about how nice it is that we can motivate each other like this. It is nice, isn't it? But I still intend to surpass you. Nuh-uh, I'm gonna surpass you. But before that, could you explain this part of the book to me? I'm not quite sure how someone of your caliber is struggling with this one, but let me break it down for you.
That was kind of backhanded, Lysithea. I'm not sure how someone so smart like you can't understand this easy thing. Great. Hilda and Lorenz. I'm missing a lot from Hilda. We need their A support, so that means we probably have their B in Golden Deer.
Thank you, Lawrence. You've done so much for me. You've been a tremendous help.
It was but a trifle. Surely there was no small amount of danger, but in the interest of experience, I was happy to endure.
You're so strong that I can't help but feel safe in your presence.
Yes, of course. Although, no matter how much brute strength we bring to bear, it is
Don't
important
fall
that
for
there
it,
be a leader on
Lorenz.
the
You're
field
too
as
good
well.
for her.
Without someone possessed of my sound judgment
Who
and
would you want Lorenz
adaptability,
with,
we would surely
Lucius?
be lost.
Surely, yes. My thoughts exactly. But,
What is it?
I'm going to keep providing support from the back. You wouldn't mind doing more fighting for me, would you?
It's just not
Oh,
a great
well,
way to put that.
Physically, I can, certainly. But if you mean on an
Gotta get that
everyday
support from the
basis,
back.
I knew you would.
Ferdinand?
You have the
We haven't
generous
seen their
soul
A
of
support
a
yet,
true
though.
Noble. I'll
No,
have to
no,
write
we
back
haven't.
home and sing your praises.
Really? You mean to your father and brother?
Oh, yes. I have to write my big brother pretty often, as a matter of fact. He gets upset if I don't. And yet, I never have much to write about. I've been really straining for topics. That must strike you as a terrible nuisance, the idea of me blabbing about you in my letters.
Nuisance? Oh, hardly. Your brother is one of the foremost commanders of the Alliance. I can think of no higher accolade than to have my name passed on to his noble ear.
Then I'll tell him about all your thrilling exploits. Although, if you can't help, that's okay too. I'll find something else to write about.
Oh, fear not. I shall show you exploits of a nature more thrilling than you could
Dorothea?
ever dream. Incidentally, when you write to him, please do not
Do they
refer
have
to
a
me
name?
merely as Lawrence. Please use my full name, Lawrence Hellman Gloucester.
You forgot the
This
mayonnaise.
will be an excellent opportunity to advance the status of the Gloucester name.
I think they might have an A, actually. Dorian
What
Lorenz.
a funny boy. Hi, Cyril. Starting to clean, huh?
Hilda?
Personally, I'm all worn out from carrying water and fodder for the horses. I'm going to rest here a sec.
Whoa, tired?
Great.
Water? Horses? Are you saying you did work all by yourself?
What else was I supposed to do? You weren't here to help.
Okay, I get it. You did the work because you couldn't find nobody else to do it for you.
I was waiting for you. Because look.
A letter?
I told you I'm always getting letters from my brother. I wrote about you in a couple of mine.
You're talking about me behind my back? Honestly, you're so...
We didn't say anything bad. In fact, well, listen up. Here's what my brother wrote. Be he Almiran or no, any young man with compassion and good conduct is worthy of respect. Character is what really matters, not the place of one's birth.
Huh, that's pretty nice. Especially since it was from a noble who battles Almirans.
Right? He's a funny one, but for the first time, I really respect him. So thoughtful and tolerant.
That letter makes me happy. A lot of people look down on me just 'cause I'm all Myron. So, you know, it's nice to hear somebody accept me as just another person.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean? I've accepted you from the start. I mean, you're so helpful. You do everything I ask.
That's not acceptance. That's relying on somebody else to do your work. What you ought to do is be a grown-up who your brother doesn't need to worry about so much.
I'm plenty grown up. I just brought food and water for the horses, all on my own.
Being proud of doing what you're supposed to be doing just means you're lazy the rest of the time. Though,
Wow.
I gotta admit, being relied on is kinda nice.
Yeah,
In that
you
case,
love it
from
when
now
it's
on,
Rhea.
I'll rely on you even more. Let's see. First, I
Crab,
need
thank
to
you for the
do-
clip.
Well, time to get back to work.
That's not as bad as the Sedith Leone one, though.
Hey, hold up!
Oh, good. This is one we needed too. Sedith and Felix.
Hello, Felix. Training alone again, I see.
Spying on me again,
Hello,
I see.
Felix. You have no friends. I
It
noticed.
is not my intention to spy. I am merely concerned about you. I do not think you have been keeping your friends at a distance because you dislike them personally. Rather, I think what bothers you is their concept of proper knighthood. Is that not so?
You really have been watching me closely. You're correct.
No, Tim, that was a different
I
one.
don't understand why they revere knighthood. I won't be friends with anyone who believes in that nonsense.
Do you feel that way because of what happened in the tragedy of Dusker? I have heard the story. Your brother was one of the royal knights. He gave his life to defend the prince.
My brother was doing his job. My father is the real problem. When my brother's armor was brought back to the castle, do you know what he said? He died like a true knight. Chivalry begets the worship and glorification of death. Am I alone in finding that grotesque? I suppose you'll excommunicate me for blaspheming like this.
Not at all. I am not a knight, so I have no intentions of lecturing you about chivalry. So long as one's conduct is consistent with the teachings of the goddess, it is up to the individual to decide right from wrong.
In that case, I'd like you to formally pardon me for not having friends.
You require no such pardon. This is merely advice from an old man to a younger one. As unwavering as your convictions may be, the others also feel strongly about their beliefs. If you hate all those whose beliefs are different from yours, you will hate everyone eventually. People with exactly the same beliefs as you simply do not exist. You do not have to change your beliefs, of course. But you do have to accept that others feel differently. That is my advice to you. I will speak no more of it.
Sedith, can I ask one thing? Why are you going out of your way to tell me this? Why bother with me at all?
Because I trust you. Now that I've heard what you have to say, I trust you even more. I am also a rather eccentric person. I thought you and I might get along.
I see. You've gone to so much trouble. I may have to start making an effort as well.
Good. Do not take this the wrong way, but I hope you will surpass my expectations.
Salt, star, power!
Afraid, thank you so much for the resub for 7 months. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoy your emotes and also your sub badge. He's going out of his way to talk to the student about their issues. I love this man. I know. He does actually care. Oh geez, Tim. I hate them so much in Animal Crossing. Especially when you're just like minding your own business and you aggro one and then they run at you and sting you and you're just like, dude, I was just like, I didn't even see you. I was just living my life. Hey, Fright, we're just going through a couple supports right now. We don't, well, I was gonna say we don't have too many left and then I was like, wait, just kidding. We have a few, but we've had worse. I missed Seth counseling. You did. It was his and Felix's B support. Also, does he have any with Gilbert? Or are we almost done with Seth? Oh, he doesn't. Okay, so we just need S support with Byleth. Ingrid has an A+ support with him that you can only get in Blue Lions, I think Umbreon said. And then we need his Hanneman B support, which we might be able to get before the end of this run. Hopefully.
Cyril?
Hey.
You seem pensive. Have you been thinking over the advice I gave you?
Yeah, but it kind of scares me.
Scares you? Why?
If I found something else I was more interested in than repaying Lady Rhea, I don't know. Wouldn't that be kind of like I was betraying Lady Rhea, in a way?
Betrayal is a rather strong word, don't you think?
Well, I mean, Lady Rhea is why I got this life. Or any life. If I ended up just leaving her, that just seems real ungrateful and kind of rude.
If Rhea herself felt betrayed by your actions, then yes. I suppose it would be. But if all you are doing is seeking your path, with no harm to her, I do not think she would object.
Yeah, she would.
I am confident she would be happy for you.
You're giving her too much credit.
Absolutely. If you continue to devote your whole life purely to repaying your debt, I think she will worry. You want to make Rhea happy, don't you?
Well, yeah, of course.
Then you should
Yeah,
do
we're
what
gonna
makes
have a
you
lot of Gilbert supports.
Okay, I get
Dimitri
that,
to
yeah.
do and Gilbert, actually.
By the way,
we're gonna have a ton.
There's something weird I noticed.
What is that?
Before, whenever we talk, you always used to call Lady Rhea the Archbishop. But just now, you were calling her Rhea.
Does it perturb you to hear me speak of her with such familiarity?
No, I just wondered why.
I am, of course, Rhea's servant. So, in a more formal context, I must maintain a deferential distance. But she and I are actually very old friends. In fact, we think of one another almost like family. I know Rhea extremely well. When I am confident about how she will feel, I am seldom wrong. So trust me.
Are they though? Because they don't seem that close.
Takes you away from here.
Like they may be, they may be family, but they
glad to
don't
hear it.
seem
Thank you.
that close. The crazy family you dread seeing on holidays. That if needed to get to that boy faster, then now it's too late for him. He tried. Also, Rhea gonna be pissed. We're gonna rescue her and she's gonna be like, are you kidding? You let Cyril go? He made my bed. She's gonna be so mad. Bad Lions route will be when we finally support Seth, right? Well, it would make the most sense. I mean, I'm gonna have to run through Golden Deer and Blue Lions probably on my own as male Byleth. To get the supports that I'd be missing. But most likely, yeah, we'll probably do Fem Byleth, because then I can also get the S supports for Dedu and Dimitri. So, probably Crab. I wonder if they're actually family or if Rhea is the only one crazy enough to think of Sothis as her actual mother. I think Sothis is her mother. But I don't know if Sothis is Seteth's mother. Like, I don't know if they're actually siblings or if they're just, like, the same species. I'm not really sure. To complete this, do you have to do all the routes as male and female Byleth each? Yes, except for I probably wouldn't have to redo Church Route. Because I don't think there are any characters unique to Church Route. There are characters unique to every other route. Crimson Flower, not Silver Snow, Verdant Wind, and Azure Moon all have unique characters, right? Because you have the 3 house leaders. But Silver Snow doesn't. So I think that's the only one I don't have to... I think that's the only one I won't have to replay. Also, I don't have to replay Crimson Flower as male Byleth because I already did. I already played through it, so I think I have all of them because I got Yuritsas as support and Edelgards. So I don't think I'll have to redo that one. It'll just be Golden Deer and Blue Lions that I'll have to play through as male Byleth. The grass-haired people or saints as a different species of people is an interesting thought. That's kind of what I think, because they can turn into dragons, right? So, or at least Rhea can, confirmed, and then Seteth's brothers can. So I imagine that Seteth and Flame can too. We just don't know for sure yet. Like, we haven't really gotten that lore. You just need Connie, Adel, Bernie, and Yuritsa. Right, and I already have Bernie, I already have Edelgard, and I already have Yuritsa, and I can get Connie's S support in a different route with male Byleth. So I don't think I need to replay Crimson Flower as male Byleth. I do as female Byleth because I need to get Yuritsa. Sothis made Byleth's hair green, so it might not be a different species, but how Sothis changed them. I don't think so. Byleth is a special case. I don't think it was the same situation with Byleth. Because the only reason that Byleth's hair turned green is because Sothis fused with him or her. Where'd Byleth get the blue hair? I think it came from Citri. I mean, Citri's hair is kind of like a blue-green. So, I think it came from Citri. It's just a different shade. Blue Lions and Golden Deer, you could go female only. Crimson Flower can be done with both. No, you'd have to do Blue Lions and Golden Deer with both because male Byleth has supports with Claude and Dimitri. They're not S supports, but I'm trying to get all supports, like every single one. And in Blue Lions, you have to do it anyway because Gilbert has an S support with both. So yeah. Yeah, Citri had blue-green hair, so I think it came from there. Gilbert, he's a knight that we, like, never see in the other routes. He's just in Blue Lions. S support with both. Yes, Gilbert does. But it's not, like... From what I've heard, it's not romantic. It's kind of like Aloysius' S support, which is just shouldn't exist.
I heard what you did. I'm disappointed.
I heard what you did.
Hi, Shamir. What have you heard exactly?
You aimed your bow at a group of students passing through the
Strictly
monastery.
platonic. Gilbert is still married, right? Which is why I don't think they should have an S support.
Be cautious.
Because that's confusing for people, right?
Sorry. Idiotic's a bit
Like, if
harsh,
you were
though,
just
isn't
playing
it?
the game and you
What were
didn't
you planning
know,
on doing after you took aim? Shooting passersby?
and you wanted to
Of course
romance
not.
Gilbert or Alois,
If you want to train, choose a target
then-
you can actually shoot.
and then you did,
I
and then
know.
that would be really
Everyone was pretty
disappointing.
mad. I really am sorry.
Nobody's happy to have a
Linhart,
bow
Gilbert,
pointed
Yuri,
at
and
them.
Alois, MM relationships
My
got
mentor used to
screwed.
do
They
that
really
kind of
did.
thing a lot.
Mentor. Was that Gerald? I don't know much about
Because
him.
Gilbert and Alois
Did he
don't even really
do that?
count.
Would and did. Mostly when he was drunk, though.
Not a good habit.
And
to
then,
emulate.
I mean, Yuri and Linhart.
From now on, only aim at bugs.
That's ridiculous. Nobody would want to romance Alois.
But,
Hey,
I don't
you know,
really like
maybe they
bugs.
would.
You don't like bugs?
I
Should make you wanna
wouldn't,
aim at them even more.
but, you know,
I just can't look at them. Seeing all the extra
It's still
legs and things, ugh, makes
kind
my
of
skin
sucks that they
crawl.
gave him an S support
Then
that's not a
just
real
draw
S
some
support.
spiders and hang
is
them
my
on the
point.
walls. Aim at the drawings whenever you pass one.
Oh,
Overcome
and
your fear of
Yuritsa.
bugs while you
Yuritsa's the
shoot.
other one, though.
You want me to draw spiders? Ew, no.
So there's that.
Would that even help?
They added Yuritsa. But yeah, they were all added after. Well,
Yes,
Yuritsa and
I should
Yuri were
know.
added after the fact.
Huh? You were scared of them too?
You would want to break up Alois's fake
was,
marriage and then leave him at
But
the
they don't bother me
altar.
anymore.
Okay, you've talked me into it. I'll give it a try.
And don't hang them where other people might pass.
Got it. Learn my lesson. Promise.
I'm choosing to believe that.
Oh, Shamir has a few. So we still need a few for Shamir. A with Ignatz, A with Raphael, A with Leonie, A with Alois.
Hey,
Hey.
we don't need to have this conversation. You don't know what I was going to say. Something about our vastly different approaches to life? Fine then. We don't need to talk about it. Actually... Really, guy. Sorry, you go first. I was gonna say I'd hear you out. Okay, let's talk about it. I will be faithful to Lady Rhea until I die. If I had to choose between you and her, I would choose her every time.
Oh, we
I
know,
assume
Catherine.
That disqualifies me from being your partner. Between you and Rhea, I'd choose you. But between you and me, I'd choose me. That probably
Fair.
disqualifies me from being your partner, too. Well, no. I'm quite fond of being alive. I don't intend to sacrifice my life either. If it came down to you or me, I'd choose... Huh. What's wrong? Nothing. You're not like the rest of the knights. Maybe someday you'll have to take a path that diverges from ours. What if we went to war with your country? It is a possibility. Maybe I shouldn't be thinking like that. The future is one of the great mysteries of life. We can worry about it when the time comes. But until our paths diverge, you're my partner. And I couldn't ask for a better one. You got that right. I'm the best there is.
Huh. Yeah, another serial support. But once we
Listen
have them,
carefully,
we
Cyril.
never have to
This is
watch them
important.
again.
Are you interested in becoming a better archer?
Yeah. I always want to get better.
I would choose Shamir
Then you
too.
need to find another teacher.
What? Why would I need another teacher?
Because I said so.
Have I done something wrong, Shamir?
Not at all.
Well, until you do this with Cat. Yeah, but if we get them,
Why
then
do
we
I
don't
need a new
have to
teacher,
focus
then?
on Cyril's supports. We can
I
focus
simply
on
have
other
nothing
people.
left to teach you.
Nah, that can't be true.
We only have a limited amount of
It
time
is.
before we finish Golden
Your
Deer,
fighting
so we don't want to
style is
waste.
fundamentally different from mine.
We don't want to waste it,
I'm
you
a
know.
sniper. I find a secluded spot on the battlefield and pick my enemies off one by one. But you're a harrier. You weave in and out of the battlefield, assailing the enemy with rapid fire.
A sniper and a harrier?
Correct. And your progress has revealed where your strengths lie. I've taught you as much as I can. You'll have to find a teacher who specializes in your tactics if you wish to grow.
No, you're my teacher. That's how I want things. I don't know about specializations or whatever, but I know I don't want a different teacher.
Then you'll never improve.
I'm fine with you, and I don't want anyone else. I only want you, forever and ever.
This is awkward. Run, Shamir.
Okay, Cyril, let's forget this conversation ever happened. And thank you.
He's
Now,
like,
stop standing around.
Okay,
We've work
let's
to do.
never talk about this again.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, that was a thing that happened. Oh, Felix and Annette.
Now the flowers are all taken care of. Huh? Felix? Why are you hiding there?
I'm not hiding.
No? Then what are you here for? You don't even have a real reason, do you?
No.
I just want to hear
I
you
don't.
sing.
Then why?
Because of you.
What? What's that supposed to mean?
I want you to sing for me. I hear your voice when I'm asleep or in battle. It's like I'm your captive.
My captive? What are you saying? Oh my, I'm suddenly really flustered.
I can't help it. I don't know what I'm saying. Forget I said anything.
Oh,
Felix,
Lacius,
are
you
you
missed the Linhart and
blushing?
Fleen one. Ooh,
I don't know. Shut up. I'm not blushing.
it was a thing that happened.
Well, if you feel like that about it, I suppose I could sing for you sometimes. If you like that sort of thing.
Oh? I'd better go. Bye.
Hey, wait! You just got here. Do you want to hear me sing or not?
Yes, I do.
Well, what song do you want me to sing? Bears, swamp beasties, boxes, or dungeon?
I'd like to hear all of them, if you don't mind. Starting with the library song in full. Sing for me. Please, Annette?
Well, okay. Just this once.
Aww. Finally, Felix wasn't being a dick. Like, jeez. Finally. I liked that. You kind of liked it? Cyril sees Shamir as a sort of mother figure. Does he, though? Because it seemed romantic to me. And she's like... And she basically was just like, no. Even Shamir doesn't want to train him. Inu, you said that you played Blue Lions first and you liked it until the time skip. What happened after the time skip that you didn't like? If you can say without major spoilers. Sylvain and Annette. I think I actually needed this one.
Sylvain,
Oh, his attitude?
Good timing. There's something I
Okay.
want to say to you.
Uh-oh. Did I do something wrong?
Uh-oh.
Did you spot me sneaking back in this morning? Or is it about that girl who got mad I kissed her sister goodnight? I can explain either
Okay.
way.
Can you?
No, I'm not here to get after you about those things. Surely other people have that covered. What I really want to talk about
Ingrid.
is your behavior during our training sessions. When we're sparring, you're always passing on great opportunities to get the edge on me. It's almost as though you're going out of your way to make me think you're incapable.
Nah, I just like giving other people the spotlight.
Uh-huh. It's not that you took something I said to heart about how you don't have to work hard to be good at stuff and how that isn't fair?
I did take those things to heart. We're friends, right? I'd be sad if you started to hate me. There's just one thing I want you to remember. Guys like me, who hate hard work and sort of get by on our wits, it all falls apart eventually. I'm smart enough to know that. So I respect people like you. I mean it.
Oh, is that sincerity? It's kind of creeping me out. It's just so unlike you.
Huh?
When you say nice things like that, I can't take joy in beating you. I want to beat you when you're at your best. That's why it bothers me so much when you don't try your hardest against me.
Let me put this a different way. I've always been treated like I'm special, and I'm not. At least, I don't think I am. I'm just tired of people thinking they know what I can and can't do. When everybody expects something of you, or envies you, it's kind of suffocating. I'd rather people think I'm dumb. Well, I mean, I can still be pretty dumb.
I have to admit, I have a hard time understanding where you're coming from. Just know that I want you to keep being great at everything without trying. If you stop being that way, I won't have any competition.
Competition, huh? I like the sound of that. Where the heck were you when I was growing up? If I had someone like you back then, I think I may have turned out different. And better, I mean.
You had Ingrid.
Anyway, I'd love to chat more with you. Would you like to grab some
Not
tea
even
with
she
me,
could
or-
save you.
Oh, sure thing. The very next moment I'm free. For now, I need to get to my magic training.
Oh, I see. Some other time then. I look forward to it, Annette.
Why don't these two have an A? I don't know. It's kind of like Bernie, where, like, they could have had an A because he actually wasn't a jerk to them in his supports. You know? For once. Oh boy, Lorenz and Catherine. I could go on forever about Blue Lions Part 2. I mean, I'll be interested to hear your opinions once we get there, Crab. Because I've only ever seen, like, love for Dimitri. So, it'll be interesting to see, like, another perspective. I don't know how I'm going to feel because I know nothing about Dimitri, so it'll be all new to me.
Let's put the match on hold for now, Lawrence. Or if you can't wait, we'll say you won.
No. Let us resume it later. You haven't yet had the chance to use Thunderbrand.
You weren't using a relic either. If you had been, you would have won easily. Even without it, you're stronger than I expected. You seem to be fighting more intensely than usual.
Under ordinary circumstances, I'd have surely lost. But I had a vested interest in testing your character. If your swordplay relied at all on the dirty tricks of a fugitive, I would have felt compelled to defeat you.
Are you saying you fought more ably because you had a sense of purpose?
Not as such, although I admit that when we crossed blades, I became envious of your strength. I caught a glimpse, in your elegant swordsmanship, of an aspect of the noble ideal that I yet lack. That envy is perhaps what drove me to fight so hard.
Interesting.
I was also able to satisfy my curiosity. You are no criminal, but rather a lady of great conviction.
That might be an exaggeration. I've done some things I'm not proud of.
Modest as ever. Another of your noble qualities.
Sorry to disappoint you, but I'm no longer a noble.
Whatever your title, the responsible use of power is the very hallmark of nobility. Deny it all you like, but the way I see it, you are indeed a true noble.
I don't want to be a true noble. I won't be tied down by any stuffy idea of nobility. Although, if this is your way of flirting with me, perhaps I can be persuaded otherwise.
That's rather sudden.
Tell me, Lawrence, do you often woo noble women?
Where did that come from?
I must be
That,
an ideal
like,
target for a
felt
fellow like
a
you.
little out of left field, but
Since
okay.
you put it that way, apologies, but I confess you've rendered me quite speechless.
Lighten up. I'm just teasing. You're clearly not ready to woo me.
Not ready? Do I not suffice for you? Is there some flaw that I could conceivably correct?
You're more open-minded than you used to be, but you're still so
I
hung
don't
up
like
on
this
status
pairing at
and
all.
lineage. If
I'm
you
just gonna
became
put
a
that
more
out
tolerant
there.
person,
Even
maybe it
Lorenz
would
is
work out.
confused.
What matters isn't someone's blood.
I just
it's what they
don't-
want, what they
I don't
fear,
get
what they
this.
accomplish.
But
When you
okay.
understand that, let me know, and I might just fall for you.
What?
Just wait and you shall see.
I don't buy it, Catherine.
I fully
I
intend to
just
live
don't
up to
buy
the
it.
very highest of your standards.
Some of these supports go from like 0 to 60, and it makes you wonder if there was supposed to be a support in between there that you just missed, because you're just like, wait. Because sometimes they go to an A support and it's like the person might as well be proposing. And you're just like, where did this come from? Like, what? You don't like Catherine with anyone? You want to see a Lorenz and Shamir support? Yeah, like the Sedith and Catherine one, where I'm just like, why is this here? This went from 0 to 60 and doesn't make sense to me. I think it would have been nice too if they made the A supports like best friends and then the S support romantic, so that some characters actually did have romantic supports with each other, because I feel like some of the A supports are romantic, clearly, and then others aren't. It's more of a platonic thing or just like friendship. It would have been nice to have the distinction between the two. They go from, oh nice talking to you, to, oh hey, wanna smash or get married, right? It's so weird. That's how the last few games worked. In other games, other characters were able to get S support. See, that would be nice, because I think that would give a better distinction of what the relationship is between the two characters, but also, I mean, I think you as the player character could still choose someone to S support, but then if you decided not to, then they would have a better probability of getting together. You know what I mean? If they got to an S support. Oh, Cyril and Ignatz. Okay, here we go.
Hey, Ignatz. What you doing?
Cyril, hello. I was just looking outside.
Hello.
Are you off to work right now?
Hello.
I'm gonna get a bucket and get rid of that big puddle everybody keeps walking around.
Oh, you're getting rid of the puddle over there? That's a shame.
Huh?
In Fates, there were A+ supports. It's like S, but without the expectation that it'll be romantic. Yeah, that would make more sense if it was kind of organized
so
more
nice
like that.
about it?
Because I think there are definitely characters that could have had A supports that didn't necessarily mean they needed to have an ending together, but it would have been nice to see them continue.
It's perfectly unique.
You know what I mean? Because some of them, it feels like it just stops, and you don't really get the end of the story
This whole landscape
between the
is
two of
unique,
them.
in fact. Here, now, for us to enjoy.
For a second, I thought
didn't
Ignatz
exist
was
a
about to
moment
say
ago
painting
and
Lady
it won't
Rhea.
exist
The
in a
support is about a puddle.
I guess you're right, huh? Weird. I never thought about the rain that way. How it makes the world look different, and how that's kind of special, I mean.
Your mood just brightened, Cyril. And that made the world a little brighter, didn't it? And that's the other thing about looking at a landscape. The view is affected by the viewer's feelings.
Huh. Maybe you're right. When I remember it, I think Elmira was a real dull and lonely place. Once you're out of the city, there's nothing but the plains and sky, and they stretch on forever. You can lose yourself out there. That's the kind of place it is. It's strange. When I remember it now, even though it's lonely, it also seems real pretty too.
Maybe the image in your memories is affected by your emotional state. Anyway, it sounds fascinating. Endless plains, boundless sky. That's Elmira, huh? The thought of it makes my pulse quicken.
You're a big weirdo, Ignatz.
You're
I?
a big weirdo.
I suppose I am.
Sitting around, talking about how pretty puddles are?
Well, when you put it like that. Still, I'd love to see Elmira someday. Cyril, after the war, would you go there with me? We can make some memories of your homeland that aren't all dull and lonely.
I don't know. Maybe, but yeah, I'll think about it.
Crap. I don't know. Isn't Cyril basically a janitor groundskeeper? I don't think he serves Ray directly. I don't know. I'm pretty sure he passes messages from her to people though, doesn't he? Oh, we saw this one. I'm pretty sure.
Catherine's working hard. I guess even the strongest fighters can't neglect their training.
Yeah, we did.
At it again. Or is she still at it?
Oh, a spectator. If you want to ogle, you ought to be a little less conspicuous.
Sorry, I didn't mean anything by it. I was just passing by. I couldn't help but wonder, though. Have you been training all this time?
He does general labor.
Yes, I'm simulating prolonged combat. Fighting for a long time requires a whole different set of skills. If you can't handle it in training, you'll certainly be doomed against the real thing.
I can't even imagine having what it takes to keep that up for so long.
You've been in your share of battles. I'm sure you have some sense of what it takes. A brutal, protracted clash in open marshland, neither side retreating. In that situation, what will you do? Your survival depends on decisions you make in the moment.
I see why you're so successful.
Most importantly, don't give up. Don't start thinking about how you might lose or might die. Focus on surviving, on winning.
You're right. I've been narrow-minded. I had decided, since I don't have a crest and can't use relics, that I'm powerless against someone like you. But that's wrong. I'm not helpless. Not as long as I'm breathing and on my feet. So, the first thing I'm going to do is learn how to beat you. When you're unarmed, at least.
That's the spirit, Leonie. Though I'm not planning on losing either, you know.
Good. I hope you're ready, because I'm going to train even harder than you.
You remind me of myself when I was young. I would become so angry at my own weakness. I feel strangely nostalgic seeing that same anger in you. Huh? Where'd that girl go?
We start tomorrow!
Well. Alright, that's it. That's it. Let's go exploring. Because we have a bit to do. What do you want, Raiden?
Won against the Imperial Army. I still can't believe it. But
What
I
are
guess
those
we still have
tassels,
some
ma'am? What are
enemies
those for?
I'm not well informed, but I have plenty of fighting spirit.
He's in the diaper outfit. Okay, murder her. We survived the Imperial Army. Well, you did. But you didn't survive me. The one thing that she could have taken from Geralt is that crests don't matter and she ignores it. Well, Geralt has a crest, though.
Hey!
Hey you, listen up.
What up?
I've got something to report. I hear we conquered the Imperial capital, but the war's
He
still
does
not
have a crest,
over.
yes.
Not sure how much sense that makes.
It comes into,
making sense
I
of
think,
things
I
isn't
don't know
my
if they
job.
talk about it in this route,
Look
but
out
he
for
has a
yourself
crest.
in the next battle. Got it?
I
I'll
need to
have lots of
pay more
enemies to
attention
report
to
by then.
Dad. He
That's
has a
promise.
crest.
In the meantime, I'll be cheering you on.
Hey, bro.
Nothing tastes better than a drink to celebrate the fall of the Empire. You know, Fraldarius,
His
one of the 10
chest
elites,
is like a
distant
dragon,
ancestor of
like
mine.
protruding
Even
out.
if the
Is that
kingdom as we know
practical?
it no longer exists,
I mean, it looks cool, but
there's
is
a
it
poetic
practical?
justice in taking the Empire down.
Then again, boob armor isn't exactly practical, and Catherine wears it, so that man is still drunk. Hey, what's up, Balthus?
I thought defeating the Empire would be the end of it. But now we're after some mysterious shadow organization? Crying out loud. If that's what it takes to achieve peace, count me and my muscles in. This might be my last chance to literally save the world with my strength. I'm gonna let that pass me by.
You're a butler, but is this guy's armor practical? Listen, I can do whatever the fuck I want. I am Scum Lad, son of Scum Boy, and the Enlightened One. I can dress as a butler if I want to. That is the beauty of being a main character. Hi, Connie.
Whatever threatens Fodlan also threatens my dream. This folly must end now.
Okay. Do you think we have a chance?
You go to war harboring such doubts?
Well, I thought the other one was worse.
Faint-hearted ruminations to yourself.
You know
what is frightening is to have scant idea of what is in store. Now that we know, victory shall be ours.
If anime has taught me anything, it's that the butler's the most powerful servant any noble family could hire. Are you referring to, like, a specific anime? I mean, any armor that leaves your arms so bare probably isn't practical. Fair. I guess we can check the scrap. If I can get to it. Well. Okay.
What?
I'm happy.
Sounds like there were shenanigans happening behind the scenes in the Empire. I think war was basically inevitable no matter what Eddie did, with those creeps pulling the strings. Come to think of it,
Don't like Eddie.
I wonder if the lady who kidnapped me was... Never mind.
What?
Not worth mentioning.
Hey, hold up. I wonder if the lady who kidnapped me was what? Ma'am? Ma'am. Ma'am, you cannot leave me hanging like that. I want this lore. Was what? One of those who slither in the dark? Maybe.
Pardon me.
I don't know if that's what she was gonna say,
I've
but...
got a message for you. From a dead man.
Okay. From a dead man.
The Emperor was keeping the Archbishop alive as insurance against those who slither in the dark.
Oh. Okay.
When you go to Shambhala, the message says, take the Archbishop with you.
Okay. So, was Edelgard's plan then to, like, actually use Rhea to take down those who slither in the dark? Because I would have loved to have seen that. See, I'm telling you, I want there to be a route where they team up and they hate each other, but they have to team up anyway to go take out those who slither in the dark. It'd be super funny and would be less sad.
Slithering in darkness. Unsettling, to say the least. You must be boiling to avenge your father, though.
Yep.
You seem pretty calm for what it is we're staring at.
I don't have emotions. I'm Scum Lad.
I imagine this battle will be a defining moment in history. All or nothing. Let's do this.
Oh my god. I was stuck. Jeez. Don't tempt us with lore, Happy. That's right. Don't tempt us with that lore. Jesus. This is immediately after we heard about those for the first time, so Happy probably meant them. Probably. Unless you meant someone in the Empire. That was my other thought. That was terrifying, though. How would they cooperate? Well, that's for the writers to figure out, not me. I'm not getting paid enough to write this. It would be one of those situations where they, like, had to work together. You know what I mean? To achieve the same goal, they would have to work together to do it. It would be that situation. Yeah, they definitely wouldn't like each other. That's why it would be amusing. But yeah, they could find common ground, I think. Also, I feel like if they would just, like, communicate to each other. I mean, the letter from Hubert even Hubert realizes, like, this is a huge threat that needs to be taken out. Like, even if we all die, they need to go on and finish this, basically. So even he is like, this is bigger than us. You know, like, I'm gonna help you, even if I'm dead. And we lose. So I feel like it could happen. I feel like they could find that common... Whoa, what is with the weird glitching? Oh, Ingrid's over here.
Is it really prudent to bring Lady Rhea on our upcoming expedition?
Kita really wants a superhero and supervillain team up. I want another route that's happier. That's what I want. Like, I don't know. I love Mass Effect's Citadel DLC. It is ridiculous. Like, the plot is silly and over the top. But it was so fun and so good. And I would love something like that, to be honest. You know, even if you had to do all the other routes to unlock it as kind of like a special thing or something, I don't know. It would just be fun.
It would be best not to have her doing anything strenuous, considering how long she was confined.
Sure.
There are still many in Fodlan who are seeking Lady Rhea's salvation. For their sake, we cannot put her in harm's way.
Okay, Ingrid. I find it weird that Edelgard wants to take out the church more than those who ruined her fucking life. I think she does want to take out those who slither in the dark, but I think she realizes that she can't yet. Like, I think she realizes that she is not powerful enough to do it yet. So maybe she thinks that if she can kind of unify everybody, then she would have the power to do it. I don't know. But also, I mean, they've got some crazy weapons. So I can see her being hesitant to make that move, because as soon as she does, you know, that's it. To give Twisted credit, they're pretty much Adel's sole benefactor until Crimson Flower. Without Byleth, she doesn't believe that others would stand by her outside of her goal to free Fodlan of the Crest system. Yeah, that too. It's kind of like a, I don't like you, but I'm working with you to achieve my goal sort of thing. And like, that's also another point, that if she destroyed them, she would lose a pretty powerful ally. Hello plant.
I thought that taking the Empire's capital would bring an end to this war.
And I think that she's putting her goals ahead of her own kind of vendettas.
Be gone a while longer.
Like, it's more important to, you know, have this world that she wants than getting revenge for what happened to her. Because I think she's more of a big picture person.
With Edelgard gone, maybe Fodlan will finally find some peace. That's
No.
all well and good, but, she was also the one to put my father under house arrest. So now he's been released and he's taken charge of House Farley. I can't handle it. I can't deal
If we
with
would have
him.
just sided,
Please, you have to do something.
we would have just sided with her. What is the right answer here? Do you want me to exile him?
Thank you so much.
I'll do that. I will exile him forever by killing him. You're welcome, Bernie.
Professor, these
Hey,
are Monica's
Leonie.
people, aren't they? The ones who killed Captain Gerald. Then this is my real opportunity.
Why doesn't she
for
just say the
revenge.
ones who killed
There's
your
no way
dad?
I can back down from this one.
It's almost like she doesn't acknowledge that he was our father sometimes. You're not scared?
No, I'm okay. Actually, I'm eager to get out there and fight. This is what I've been training for.
There's also the argument that the Seiros Church rules Fodlan like a tyrant, but it's clear Slithery boys are fucking with the world in their own way. Right, it's a tough situation she's in. Yeah. And again, she doesn't have a lot of time because of her lifespan being shortened. So I think there's also kind of a sense of urgency of like, I have to get this done before I, you know, die. Oops. I don't want to fish. At least not right now. Unless I have to.
He's dead. My father's dead.
Oh, whoops. I don't remember killing him. I don't think we actually
I was ready for it. He was a general in the Imperial Army after all. Minister of Military
He wasn't
Affairs.
like a person.
He gave his own life so the Empire's soldiers wouldn't have to lose theirs. That's a fight that only he could take on. He was such a tough guy. I fought side by side with you this whole time.
Or was
But
he
did I ever
actually
get
there?
any
I don't think so,
stronger?
because I don't think there was any
Will I ever
commander
be
that
as
was
strong as my
named
father?
in that fight. So I think this was just kind of a, oh, he was there and he died thing. I like that Caspar's dad has a whole story arc and just Caspar's dialogue. Yeah, I thought it was interesting because even in pre-time skip, they kind of foreshadow it because Caspar says something like, oh, I saw my dad talking to Edelgard. What could they have been talking about? Or something like that, which kind of foreshadows like him siding with her.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. I can hardly believe you managed to handle the capital city like that.
You never
Everyone
see his dad.
did
Yeah,
sterling
it's
work.
okay. He wasn't actually
really
a
thought
person.
we'd
He
know
was a
peace after
person.
that
He
battle.
just wasn't named
We're not quite there yet,
in the
huh?
battle. Which is kind of weird if you think about it, because like the weird guy with the mustache
Professor.
was there
Welcome.
at one point. Not in the last battle, but like he's an established character with a name and everything, and you see him more than once. And then Caspar's father, who's this great general you never see.
You have a pleasure to come again.
Well,
Hello there.
maybe I will.
This one, yes. I thank you. This one, yes. This one, yes. This one, yes. I think this one, yes. 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 I thank you.
Return soon, please.
Hello.
Hello.
Will
This
this one?
guy.
It's will this one? 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 It's will this one?
It's all yours.
Tell
Take
your
it.
friends.
There's unrest everywhere these days. All of my fellow merchants seem to be endangered. I hope things go back to normal soon. People need more to smile about, aside from my great
No,
deals.
not Arendelle. The guy who's like inconsequential from he's from Ignatz and Raphael's Paralogue, I think. The guy with the crazy mustache and he has the weird hair and he's a coward. And I am pretty sure we fought him again then. It might have been in Golden Deer that we fought him. We fought him after that too. No, not Arendelle. Arendelle actually has like a story and everything, so it makes sense why he would have a name and, you know. No, this, like, random guy. It's weird that he has kind of more of a role than Caspar's father, who we never see. And same with Holst. We hear about Holst, but we never actually see him. It would have been kind of nice to have seen either of them. Yes, the mustache nerd on the bridge. Maybe it was Lorenz's Paralogue, actually. Yeah, I think it was Lorenz's Paralogue. Yeah, Acheron, that guy.
Lady Rhea's
That guy.
return has already been proclaimed to all the churches in all parts of Fodlan. They are also being informed by order of Sedith that visitations are very restricted for the time being. It makes sense. Otherwise, pilgrims would come from all over Fodlan and overwhelm the monastery.
Thank you. Professor?
Oh.
I
Hey,
just got
Manuela.
word from the opera company. I don't know if everyone survived, but it looks like they should be able to mount a revival. They
good.
even asked if I'd consider making a return to the stage someday. I suspect I may refuse, though. We're at the dawn of something new. No reason to look backwards, eh?
It would have been nice to get Holst as a unit so we could romance him in Balthus, right? It would have been interesting to get him as a unit after the time skip.
Wake up, eat, train, sleep.
Isn't that how you lived your life before this happened, though? Has that really changed? You're doing plenty.
Training and eating.
Like, that's how he always was. The war has not changed that for him, I feel like.
Keep it safe.
You know? Someone giggled at me.
Yes. We finally got Lady Rhea back from the Empire and fulfilled our mission. I wish we could afford for her to have
Oh
a
yeah, I
good long
forgot we
rest,
saved her.
but that just isn't possible.
I think I was so just like in just a emotional state that I forgot that we actually rescued her. I was like, oh yeah, she's still kidnapped, which makes no sense, but that's what my brain was thinking. This is why I don't do emotions.
Just. I've got no regrets. But sometimes
Or Judith.
I do
Yeah,
wonder
Judith
if
was
I've really done the
awesome.
right thing.
It would have been cool to have her
Was all
too.
this really for the best? Sorry, thinking about the end of the war makes me reconsider all kinds of things. But it's not
Blue
over
Lions
yet,
and
is
Crimson
it?
Flower are the only
I
routes you
need
get
to
new
steel
unique
myself for the
units.
next battle.
Yeah, and is Gilbert really worth it? Like, how do you feel about Gilbert? Those of you who have played Blue Lions, how do you feel about Gilbert? Because like, I don't know. I feel like I'm biased against him, and I don't really know him. I just know that he kind of abandoned Annette, and that makes me not like him.
A mysterious power threatening the very
Gilbert
future of
sucks.
Fodlan?
Okay.
Certainly we cannot give it leeway. Right now, the Empire, the Kingdom, and even the Alliance no longer exist. There is only Fodlan, and Fodlan must fight together as one.
Do you think we can defeat
There is
it?
simply no option but victory. The alternative is unthinkable.
Okay.
Perhaps I will have the
I didn't think
opportunity
either
to
of
strike
those
the
were
decisive
good.
blow on the enemy commander. Oh, that would secure my place in history for certain.
Oh. That laugh. Gilbert sucks. Gilbert is useless. Only ever saw an LP of it. Folks argue that he's the worst of the tank units in terms of growth. I do sympathize with him to a degree. Okay. Use you, don't breathe on me. He cares about his family and regrets abandoning them, but also he did it for no reason, and he sounds bored always. Rodrigue would have been a better choice. Oh man, Rodrigue would have been great because he's isn't he the same class as the Death Knight? Because he uses magic, doesn't he? So, is he a Dark Knight? I'm not 100% sure, but he was a mounted unit that also used magic, so that would have been a really interesting unit to have, as opposed to Gilbert, who's kind of like, Gilbert just kind of feels like Alois, but like worse. I don't know.
As history proves, everything
Oh, Holy
comes to an
Knight.
end
Okay.
eventually.
Rodrigue would have been
I
a
knew
great
that
unit.
all
Yeah, and
along,
I
but
am
it
more
still came as a
interested, I think, in
Those who
Rodrigue and
slither in the
Felix's
dark.
relationship.
It's all so fascinating.
And I think
strange.
Rodrigue would have
They
also
must
had
certainly have a
interesting
long
supports with
history
Blue
of their own.
Lions, because
And when they
a lot of them
fall,
would have known
That will
him.
come quickly too. don't you
So I
think?
think that would have been interesting,
That almost sounded like a prophecy.
as
there.
opposed to
Am I
Gilbert,
spooking you
who's,
yet?
you know, Gilbert. Rodrigue, Felix, and Dimitri would have been a great story dynamic. Yeah. Alas. Lacious, I love you, the red.
Maybe.
I can't remember the last time we did choir. Hi, Mom.
Lady Rhea still seems weak, but at least she's safe now.
I'm very serious when I
praying
say I
that
could have
she'll be
written
well
Blue
as
Lions
soon as
better.
possible.
It'll be interesting, because like I said, I know nothing.
Protect Lady Rhea.
So, I'll be interested to see it. See what people have to say. Because I've just seen the argument that Dimitri's written really well as somebody who has PTSD. That's the main thing that I've seen from people.
We have succeeded in rescuing Lady Rhea, but Seteth's countenance remains clouded.
He's not,
When will
okay.
peaceful days return to this
Well,
monastery.
I shall see.
That time feels so distant.
I shall be the judge of that. I mean, at least for me. Don't this guy laughing over here? Rude. Petra.
The Empire has broken in smithereens.
Now it is possible for me to go back to Brigid. But I cannot choose that choice. The time is still too soon for that. We must be stopping the evil for everyone in Fodlan. We will be fighting until the end of it.
We will.
Professor.
We will, Petra. Hanneman's at the training grounds? Has he ever been here before? He's like, there are crests afoot.
A mysterious organization, slithering in the dark of Fodlan.
I'm sorry, but they could have thought of a better name than those who slither in the dark. That does not roll off the tongue, and it has too many words. They could have called them like the something snakes, or you know what I mean? Or the vipers or something.
I would keep an eye on Edelgard's uncle, Lord Arundel.
Yeah, we know, he sucks.
Something about him sits ill with me.
Although perceptive of you, Hanneman.
I thought that after the Empire fell, the boar might finally be avenged. But something dark is certainly
You shall not
lurking
be
in the
named.
shadows. An organization
The
behind the
Edgelords.
Empire. We'll have to take care of them if the boar... if Dimitri is to rest in peace.
You like Dimitri not in a thirsty way? I thought you liked him in a thirsty way.
This war might be over, but not war in general.
I think a
Human beings
fanfic
thrive
gave
on
them the name
conflict.
Ouroboros.
We can't get enough of it.
It's got a lot of
I don't know
spoilers
when,
though.
But you know someday another
Like
war
that,
will begin.
almost anything I think would have been better. You're probably right about that. Maybe, I guess. I don't know. That's the actual title. No.
But so will
That
peace.
is what everyone
And
calls
peace
them.
is what we fight for.
Those who slither in the dark. Everyone. In the game that I have seen thus far. That is how they refer to them. And it's just a very mouthy title. But then again, Edelgard was very proud of the Black Eagle Strike Force, which is also a lame title. I love her, but Edelgard, that's just not a great title. Alright, I already talked to Ingrid. Oh, I missed Annette somehow. Oh, you don't like his hair? Which hair? All of it? Or don't their units have another name? Aren't they just like Mysterious Mage and stuff like that?
Our next opponent
That's
is
what I
an
thought
ally
they
of
were.
Solon.
Murder Squad
remember
would
what
have been a
Solon
much better title. What did Solon call us? I don't know. What did he call us? Do you guys remember what Solon called us? Because I don't. Beasts, maybe? Did he call us traitors? I don't think he called us traitors. Beasts?
That's right. He
Okay,
called us
that makes the
beasts.
most sense.
Meanwhile, he refers to himself as the savior. Who exactly
Okay.
is he saving?
I mean,
That's so. Dedu saw to it that
Dedu.
Edelgard was destroyed before he departed.
bullshit!
once his
Get
mission
out
was
of here! That's some rewriting of history.
I don't know where he
Dedu
went
ran
off to
away. Dedu ran in the complete opposite way. I have video footage of him running in the opposite direction. Get out of here, fat. Oh, Dedu, yeah, he made sure. Get out of here.
So Lady Rhea was all right after all. Well done bringing her back safely. Finally, us true believers may breathe easy again. Simply magnificent. You're saying the fight isn't over yet?
No, we still have 2 chapters, buddy. Where have you been? Older Dimitri has better hair, but still looks noodly. Umbreon's. Oh my gosh, Umbreon's. I saw a mouse pad today of Sylvain. And, like, you know what I'm talking... One of those mouse pads where it's, like, the pecs are the, like, hand rest, and I thought of you.
We saved Rhea, and the Empire has crumbled. The kingdom may as well be finished, too. The reasons for me to remain in Fodlan
How lewd
are
was it? It was just him with his shirt off. Although his nipples were quite pronounced. Please stay with us longer,
course.
Shamir.
I've come this far. May as
We
well
love
see
you.
it through to the end.
Okay.
Dedu got lost, left the palace, and cut down some random white-haired woman and told the press he got Edelgard. It was some old woman too, because not many people have white hair in Fodlan. It's like Lysithea and Edelgard.
You have my I heard that Lady Rhea's back. But why hasn't she shown herself to everyone yet?
Tactile pecs?
She's
Oh my.
convalescing. Fair enough. She was in captivity for a long time. I pray that she feels better soon.
Did you knew our plan was to sacrifice him to Edelgard? I mean, that was our plan. That absolutely 100% was our plan. Hi, Ferd.
The history of the Empire spans 1,185 years. And just like that, it ends. But the Hresfelg legacy could live on. When Edelgard
Prefer New
assumed
Game
power,
Plus Dimitri here
there were
instead?
no
What do you
other
mean?
rightful heirs.
I
She
need
said
it.
that
Send me the
whoever
link,
takes
please.
the
I'll
throne
have to go
next
find it
should do
again,
so by virtue
Umbreons.
of
I was
merit,
looking in someone's
not blood.
shop.
And she truly meant what she said. At any rate, I feel that a huge
And I
hole
saw
has
that and I
opened
was
up
like,
in
oh my god,
heart.
Umbreons.
Who knows if it can ever be filled?
I try to bookmark on Twitter, like, artwork I see or shops that I like, stuff like that. So I'd have to go through my bookmarks and try to find the person's shop. But if I do, I will send it to you. I think you'd like it. In New Game Plus, there are new hairstyles for the house leaders. Oh, I didn't know they all got them. I knew Edelgard did, and then Kat and I discovered Claude's, because he has like a hat or a scarf or something. I didn't know Dimitri had one as well. I'd be interested to see what that is. Alright, bye, Ferd. Dimitri gets one too. Interesting. Don't you have to complete their routes for their hairstyles though? No, you don't, because I got Claude's and I haven't completed his route yet. So I think it's just a New Game Plus thing.
So, the moment we defeat 80, the nobles cozy up to the Alliance and Church. That lot really does think only of themselves and no one else. But then there's Count Burgles. He used to be Minister of Military Affairs. He sacrificed his own life so that all the soldiers and officers who fought could be given quarter. When I heard that, I don't know, that simple act of humanity, I couldn't help it. I burst into tears. You know Count Burgles is Caspar's father, right? I can't even imagine how Caspar must feel about it.
Aw, poor Dory.
Professor,
Oh, here's Annette.
finally, that awful war is over. Everyone lost something, and everyone had to make sacrifices. But maybe we can put a stop to all of this pain and loss now. Let's hurry to Shambhala, Professor. We have to defeat them if we ever want to see a world without war.
Ma'am, get out of the way. I need to get my free stuff. Thanks for thinking of you. I will do my best to find it, Umbreons, and send it to you. I saw one of I stumbled upon one of Gerald's, and it was very, very lewd, and I was like, I don't know if I should send this to Umbreons. That feels weird. It was very, very inappropriate, and there was also one of Sedith, and I was just like, this is a bit much. I'm just gonna say that Leonie would like the link. I'm just gonna say that the part that's normally Pex, it was not Pex. That's what I'm gonna say. Why does it even give me a thought bubble? Like, Byleth never says anything, so why does that even happen? Not that I'm asking for one, but Lorenz wasn't there. No, it was just those two. Like, I just looked up Fire Emblem and on Etsy, And I was trying to find, this was a while ago, so I think it was, I was trying to find something for Cat, like something that Cat might like, and I was like scrolling and I was like, is that what I think it is? Clicked on it, yep. Okay, I'm gonna leave now. I love how so many people are into Geralt when they saw his design before learning he's dead. I can't do the rat tail, like I just don't like it. I can't with the hair. The shaved part would be fine, but it's just like the rat tail. I just can't. Don't like it. Well, Sedith is just hanging out up here, I guess. Okay. As long as there aren't tentacles. There weren't tentacles. And now that's all Etsy thinks you want. No, thankfully, nothing else lewd has popped up since that first fateful day.
I thought the war would end with Edelgard's
Everything else has been very wholesome.
But that wasn't the case. This may be premature, but I'm feeling a little relieved. I have to consider what I'll do with myself and where I'll go when this war is finally over. I don't have an answer yet. Let's make sure the next battle puts an end to this war. That way, we can all move forward.
It wasn't just like the placement of things, it was definitely the expression and what was happening that was... the whole thing was very, mature, I will say. And I clicked off so fast because I was like, I don't want to see this.
Right? Scary that it's so close to the House Gonrel
I'm very
territories.
concerned.
Who'd have thought all those creeps were living right under my nose? I was hoping my big brother would help us in this next battle. But he
Us
said
too,
that
but they didn't
I
want to
can
draw
represent
him.
House Gonrel without his help. That I have it in me. I'm glad he
No,
recognizes that I have
they
some
just
ability.
don't want to draw him.
Still, I wish he wasn't leaving it all to me.
Whose room is held in? I don't know. I said the
Those who slither in the dark. It seems
Holst
we'll
is just
finally
as lazy as
discover their
Hilda.
true
You do it.
I get the sense that they're in league with the mages who experimented on me as a
I think
child.
they are the mages.
I wouldn't be surprised if Edelgard was subjected to them too. There's no
He
telling
was.
what their true motives are. But whatever their motives, what they have
And we
done
found that
is
out
unforgivable.
last stream.
They must be exterminated.
Well, Lysithea found it out anyway. We already knew it, but... Now you're curious? I don't really know how to put this in a way that's even remotely appropriate.
You've done it. You did it. You crushed the Empire
I'll
and
just
rescued
say
Lady Rhea.
he was having a good time
The
by
captain is
himself.
proud of you right now. As am I, of course. I'm as proud as if I'd done it myself.
We still have opponents left to fight, Alois.
Sorry, I didn't mean to overdo
Sit down,
it.
Alois.
We still have to deal with Monica's group.
Oh
Those
no.
who killed the captain.
Yeah,
We'll
and like I
knock 'em
said,
down
the
so hard
the
that they
mouse
can't
part,
get back up.
the mouse pad part where you rest your hand was not Pex. Was something else. A pair, I will say.
I am so glad that Rhea is unharmed. My brother continues to worry about her, however. Of course, I am worried myself. I cannot imagine being in that situation while in such a state. I hope she will rest now, and leave it up to you and my brother to see things through.
Has Rhea ever really done anything though this whole time, Flan? Like, has she helped us in any way? No, she has not. So like, I just expect it. Look, are you surprised that that's her her talking bubble. Are you surprised at all? Because you shouldn't be.
We rescued Lady Rhea. I can hardly express my joy. But now we know about a new foe who intends to bring her harm. In time, we'll realize the peaceful world that Lady Rhea has always hoped for. I'll have to keep that in mind when I'm fighting.
You should get those checked out. They shouldn't be that big. Yeah.
Really?
It was a thing that has been burned into my eyes.
Fighting against enemies whose true nature is unknown is honestly really scary. Still, if there's a force in this world that clearly means us harm, we have no choice but to fight back. With our own hands, we'll safeguard Fodlan's future.
Okay.
Lady Rhea's back! Lady Rhea's back! I'm so happy! But things aren't gonna be like they used to be anytime soon, are they? There's still folks out there that want us all dead, and Lady Rhea still hasn't regained her strength yet. Speaking of which, Professor, please don't ask too much of her right now, okay?
That's pretty tame in your book. I thought it was pretty explicit. Rhea's sleeping? Oh, you mean she's just doing nothing, as usual?
Rhea is sleeping right now. If it is not absolutely urgent, please do not disturb her rest. The long confinement took its toll on her health. Truthfully, she is in no shape to be exerting herself at all, to say nothing of a military expedition. To make matters worse, we are now facing a very old enemy. One that has conspired against us since time out of mind. Please proceed with caution. I have a bad feeling.
Thank you for looking out for me, dear. Like, we want to ask her for anything except for some answers, right? A lot of answers. Oh, we have surpassed the bar for charm. I didn't even know that you could do that. We have 53 charm. How are we this charming? Look at that face. You think he's charming? He's not. It's just a lie. There's no way we can get to an S rank before... I mean S+. Before the end. So, you know, let's just focus on supports. Also, I need to do this thing. You can double up on that bar. Done it before without realizing it. I did not realize that was the thing. I thought it, like, kept. I mean, good to know. Sometimes I make really, really big mistakes, but I can't afford to make mistakes on the battlefield, you know? Is there a way for me to fix that? Tackle everything with prudence. You're a mistake maker. Accept it. Jeez. Stay calm and be aware of your surroundings, or tackle everything with prudence. Okay. Yay, I said the right one. Okay. So we did the greenhouse, we did that. We did Abyss. We did the gazebo. So let's force everyone to have dinner. So did I till I looked at the stats before the final mission. Funny enough, Byleth is the only unit that can have a stat reach 99 in its charm. Interesting. Rhea can still talk to us if she's a sick bitch. She could still talk to us. That seems like an excuse. That seems like an excuse. Had one too many tea times. I guess we just like tea. This is why we're so charming, because we like tea. Oh, head chef's mysterious specialty. Get out of here with this garbage. Fine. Let's see what we're missing. So, we need Ferd and Hilda. That's like my last one. With Ferd. So we can try to do that. I don't know how this is gonna go.
It's
Kinda nice to break bread with you. Got any interesting stories to tell while we eat?
As a noble, I try to ensure my manners are perfect. Here I can relax a bit, however.
Damn it. I mean, it could have been worse, but I really need their freaking support. Oh, geez, they're way far away from an A. They must be Golden Deer where we have them up closer to an A. Okay, I'll need to make sure that we focus on that in Golden Deer. I should have looked. I should have looked. This is why. Linhart and Catherine need an A+. I think they're very close. Yeah, so let's see if we can get them together if possible. I don't even know what food Catherine likes. Not this food. Haha! Neutral. Decent reaction, not their favorite. Well, could have been worse.
Eating food always. This is.
Ugh, this is gonna be rough. We need. Let's see. For Cyril, we need Ash's A and Petra's A. So let's see how we're doing there. We have Ash to a B. Petra must be to a B on Golden Deer. So we'll put him with Ash then. If I can find something suitable. There we go. Everyone needs to get motivated, man. Can't wait for Kathy to awkwardly hit on Lynn. Ugh.
This is so good. Can I? This looks.
Oh man, nobody wants to be friends. I'm trying to force everyone to be friends and eat food together, and this is what I get. How dare. Do we have any for Bernie? Bernie needs A+ with Raphael, and then she needs all of them with Yuritsa, which we can't do. They're pretty close. Maybe. Maybe. He doesn't like this, does he? F. Come on, I call shenanigans. Raphael likes all food. Does that happen? Who knows?
This is delicious! My absolute favorite!
Ooh.
But she was just hitting on whoever. I can't even remember now. She was just hitting on someone, and it was weird and seemingly out of nowhere. How about Mom? Mom needs an A with Felix and an A with Sylvain. Which I swore I got before, but I guess not. Well, that's not gonna happen with either of them. Okay. Annette and Ingrid. Okay, they need a B. Well, they're probably not gonna like the same food, so there's that. But we can put Sedith and Hanneman together because we need their B support too.
The flavor is this.
Oh my god, nobody wants to give us supports. Everyone's had enough, I guess. You always grinded battles during these streams, so it went by easier? Oh, so grinding went by easier? I remember spending weeks just on auxiliary battles with characters, soloing maps with an adjutant. Never wanted to see an auxiliary map again. Fair. fair. How about Lysithea? Lysithea needs an A with... Felix, Lorenz, Raphael... Felix and Lorenz... Raphael and Ignaz. Well, that's not gonna happen, but maybe Lorenz or Felix? They're probably not gonna have anything in common for food, though. F. This is why. Everyone's too eager to end this game and don't feel like bonding, apparently. That. So Marianne just has Ignaz A and Raphael A. I mean, Dimitri and Claude too, but there's no point in mentioning them because they are not here. Well, that's not gonna happen in this one. Might in Golden Deer, though. I think Manuela's done, so I don't need to worry about her. She only has Gilbert's. How about Flan? Nope. Nobody in this route, anyway. Nobody in this route. Petra has a few. Okay, we need a B with Ash. An A with Ignaz. B with Alois. I thought I had that one, but I guess not. Okay. Ash, Ignaz, or Alois. Well, I guess it's gonna be Alois. Yeah, lol, Fire Emblem streams are fun, but they make me want to play the game too. I mean, you know, it'd be a good stream to like grind in. It's true. It would be. Oh my god, we got one finally, and of course it's Petra and Alois. Well, you know what? I'll freaking take it. I'll take it. And there's a pole in the way. I feel like all the ones I need for Ignaz are A's, and I feel like nobody is that close. Except for Petra? Well, Shamir. Maybe. Yeah, we need an A with Shamir, so we could try. Yay, Alois.
I like seeing a table full of my favorite dishes.
This food is a rub.
Leonie needs an A with a couple people. That's not going to happen. Because Shamir already ate. Aspar needs an A with Annette, Hilda, and Catherine. I don't think we can get him and Annette together, though. You know, excuse me for not having fruit. Or a single onion. Like, come on, man. We're just missing, like, a tomato. Just a single tomato. Ignat's gonna get punched in the throat after he calls Shamir a goddess and asks to paint her. You're not wrong. Oh, we need Felix and Sylvain. I'm almost positive we need their A+. Yeah.
That looks epic.
Yeah.
We do not have a lot of options. Because we're missing, you know, a single tomato. This is why. I mean, we could just have pair people up for motivation since we have 2 left. Hey, DJM. I think the Noah fruit has a higher chance of coming from Western Fodlan seeds. Fair. We're currently cursing the fact that you can't buy produce in this game. It's true. Very true. Well... And then Marianne and Leonie.
I like this dish.
Yeah, it'd be nice if you could buy just a few. Even if you couldn't keep that many. Alright, we should be done for this one. I think... we'll do another exploration and then see what we can do. And then maybe do a battle for the last week. I mean, at this point. I think everybody is the class that they need to be. I don't think we're waiting on anybody. Yeah, no. We are not. Love the dancer sprite. It's pretty great. Something that could help as a yield list is you get items from each seed for every growth level in game. Yeah, true. Well, Marianne did not feel like learning today.
Naturally.
that? Hopefully this proves useful.
Time to make some kind of progress on my maddening run. Good luck, Geneva the kitty. That sounds like a lot.
I would like... No. Oh.
No. That.
S rank.
I still have much to learn.
Okay. I mean, well. Oh, I used all my points. I'm going to throw Bird and Hilda together just because I'm hoping I can get... Wait, no, that's not in this one, is it? F. I was gonna put them together to try to get supports, but they're higher in our Golden Deer playthrough. I don't even think I can see where we're at this part. I mean... Oh no, Bernie would actually hate this. I was gonna put Bernie and Raphael together. Get what? What do you mean? Supports? DJM? Does anyone try and aim for S or S plus? On anyone? I try. We got to S rank in Faith and Sword, I think, but not S plus. I'm gonna put Sedith and Hanneman together, because we need their support. So have fun. Have fun with that.
Professor.
No, Flan. What? You're curious to know how Shamir is doing? Okay.
It's been 10 years. Can I move on yet? Never mind. I know what you'd say.
Okay. While this is playing, I'm gonna run to the bathroom really quick. I've already seen this, so enjoy.
In a sense, someone who's long since passed. Another mercenary I fought alongside. They were killed 10 years ago when Dagda was in conflict with the Empire. It's all I can focus on lately. To be honest, I blame you. I'm just teasing.
I have returned.
I know it's not your fault. You just remind me of him. You give off a similar air. It's...
I am him, Shamir.
You even have the same inflection, which makes no sense because we only ever spoke Dagdan. I don't know what it is, but you feel the same to me. I guess you just remind me of the past.
We had to think really hard what our response would be. I'm sorry.
Please, it's not your fault. It's my fault for getting caught up in memories. Still, you always remember your first love, right? That's enough of that. There are more relevant topics to discuss.
What will you do after the war?
Good question. The world is completely open to me. Your next move seems apparent. But who knows where I'll end up.
What's my next move?
I may have done enough traveling for one lifetime. I like the idea of having a permanent home. And after all my time here, I've grown quite fond of Fodlan.
Are you prepared?
Indeed. This should be easy.
I love how I'm making the adults do the chores.
Of course.
All that work was worth it.
Yep. Inventory. Trade that. And trade that. All right. I need to do this? Yes. Okay. Oh, console update just now? Oh, huh. Yeah, I wonder if I'm gonna have one too then, I guess. You just got it now? Do you think they just released a new one, or do you think it's just the other update?
Pardon me.
Maybe.
Right.
Guys, we got a turnip. I don't even know if we're gonna freaking have another greenhouse adventure after this. Truth be told. Which updates take seconds anyway. Nicest thing about the console, they are usually really fast. Oh, did I not speak to you?
My most heartfelt thanks and congratulations on Lady Rhea's safe return. With your magnificent achievements, maybe you'll join the ranks of the saints one day. I'm sure when the monastery is rebuilt, they'll make a proper statue of you. All majestic and shiny and tall. Oh, I just know they will.
Okay. I really start craving sweets when I'm tired or stressed out. I wish there was some kind of yummy confection that I could make with the limited ingredients available to us. Check the library for a simple traditional recipe. There you go, Mom. Listen, I know we're low on ingredients, okay? I'm not going to say that that's my fault because it's totally not. But I know it's a problem. Saint Scumlad, patron of scum and horrible decision. True. Very, very true. All right. What are our options here? Ingrid. What do you need? She needs an A with Felix. Oh wait, I can check their... Oh no, it just tells me the support was Scumlad. That's not helpful at all. That is not helpful to me. Well, I'm not gonna get that with Felix. Or Ash. I need a B with a net though. We could probably do that. Maybe. Well. Or not. Or not. You know what? Oh, I think we need Caspar and Catherine though, don't we? What are they at? F. Well, this is not going very well, is it? Why don't you guys like the same food? You're making my job difficult. Very difficult. Cranky. Well, Sedith and Hanneman still didn't get theirs, so... Do you want to try the meals without cooking them?
This is my most favorite dish of all. I love it almost as much as Crestology itself. The flip.
Oh, we could try to do Ingrid and Raphael. We need to get them to an A. Give that a try.
This is delicious.
The Hanneman Eva.
My absolute favorite.
Raphael, you like all food. You're not fooling anyone. Okay? We know. We know. And that still didn't do it, man. You know what? You know what? Guess who's gonna get on the front lines? That's what. That's what. Did we get Felix and Sylvain? No. Okay.
That? Yeah.
You just get it, Professor. Did you know that, guys? Did you know that we just get it? Does choir increase support between characters? I know it doesn't help their motivation, but does it increase supports though? I think it does. Yeah, only once though. Okay. So that's an option at least. Ash and a net we need. Choir is also praying to the goddess, so you need to sell
This
your
looks
soul to do
delicious.
it. I mean,
Let's
Scum
eat.
Lad, though. He's down.
I love.
What do you think people keep in their backpacks here? Some shit to lose? Yeah, well, we know that everybody loses their stuff all the time. So... Dang it, Hilda. And historically accurate maps of ancient cities. That too. Eloise and Shamir? I don't... Oh, they like that. Alright, let me check. Goodness me. Okay, yeah, let's go for it.
Oh,
Oh. That's all he gets to say. Whoa. Oh, I need an A+ with Leonie and Lorenz. Hmm. And Lysithia. Lorenz. Why can't you like the same food as other humans? Why you gotta make this difficult? Hmm? Hmm? Why? I wonder if Manuel and Hanneman pick up people's crap and hunt them down to give it back. Probably not. I don't think they would go through the trouble. Oh, goodness. Well, let's go do choir then. It's probably stuck somewhere in a room. If the professor doesn't give you your stuff back, you aren't a main character. Right. Balthus likes to sing. Interesting. I might just have Lysithea do it. Rens and Lysithea.
Me. Something appears to be wrong with my throat.
Singing with others is a nice change of pace. Usually I do it when I'm alone.
Well, that was the thing that we did. I don't think there's anything else that gives supports between two characters. I think it's all just gives supports with Scumlad. You know? Of course, Balthus loves to sing. He's loud AF. I guess we can do cooking. We haven't done cooking in a while. It's for funsies. Let's cook with Bernie. The ultimate fine cuisine. Yeah, let's do it.
Sounds fun! Let me show you my cooking talent. A little more secret spice, and... Hey! No peeking!
Aw, Bernie is excited about that. Can you cook more than once? I was gonna say. I didn't think so. I feel like that would be OP if you could. Well, we'll just get everyone motivated then.
This is...
Just tell two people to sit in the sauna together and don't let them out until they're ready to get married. I mean... Sure. That seems... That seems fine. I think it's just once a month. Never tried it more than that, though. Oh, maybe.
My absolute favorite.
I don't know.
I did not.
I don't usually do the cooking. So. I don't know. Just Happy likes this. Just Happy. It's not torture if they end up happy.
Wow. I like...
Did we go check on our free stuff? I did not think so. Wow, a chest key. How useful. Is right. Random NPC. Wow, an earthworm. Thanks. Thanks. I went all the way there for an earthworm. So. Yay. That was an entire loading screen for an earthworm. Yeah, no?
Oh, how?
I don't know who's gonna make it to an S rank before the end, but we'll see.
I'm really getting it, I think.
I think. He's not sure.
Now I feel like I'm getting somewhere.
S rank.
Interesting.
GG, Mom.
Practice is paying off.
So you can't, like, buy their skills, though, right? In New Game Plus, you can only buy the abilities that you get from maxing out a class? Is that how it works? Oh, brands. You can buy theirs too? Oh, you can? That would be useful.
Professor.
No. I don't know what you wanted, but the answer is no. It's always no. You can upgrade their skills up to the rank you last achieved. Okay. That would be super handy if you were going to do maddening mode.
The task is complete without delay.
That really looks just not happy. Ooh, Bernie got to an S.
I'd never have learned this back in my room.
Sylvan was the other one. All right. Let's see what we got. So we got Petra and Alois.
I've shared a fair number of jokes with Petra by now, though there is a strange shame in having to explain them all in detail.
That's not her fault.
Ah, is that Petra? She's talking to some kids.
Our hunting had great success today.
You're amazing, lady. Did you really catch all
Lady.
those birds? How do you even get that good at hunting?
You wish to know the secrets?
Yes, please. Teach us.
Hey, Petra, what were you saying just now?
I was asked to tell the secrets of my hunting.
Oh, wait. Are you going to try using...
Training is the most important for hunting. You can start by breaking the ice. Huh?
Wait, I think you mean
Breaking the
the ice. You sure broke something there.
These children are traumatized?
Ha! What I meant was...
That technique was an incredible one. You are the most comedic genius in all of Fodlan.
I don't know if I'd say genius, per se.
I don't really get what they're saying, but it looks like the lady's having fun.
Yeah, she's, a pretty funny lady.
I have been called a funny one. It is all because of your
That's
doing,
not...
Alois.
They seem more shocked than amused.
I want even more improvement. I wish for you to instruct me all day. Will you be agreeing, Professor Alois?
Petra
No,
seems to be
this
headed
is
in a
just-
strange direction.
This is
But
a
it
strange
is her
direction that I
choice.
don't like.
If she starts telling lots of bad jokes, I hope the people of Bridget don't come after me. Not my fault.
God. It is your fault. I don't know if I'd say comedic either. Someone actually found Alois funny. Honestly, we need to explain humor for... Honey, we need to explain humor for a few... Oh, God. Okay, well, poor Sedith was stuck with Hanneman that whole time. In the group task, so they got their support.
Good day to you, Seteth.
Persistent, aren't you? If this is about my crest...
No, no. I thought we might speak of something else for a change.
Is that
we'll
so?
see. Blaine?
Indeed. I am quite fond of conversation, even just for the sake of conversation. Just listen to an old man's worries, eh?
Very well. Go ahead.
Perhaps it's due to my age, but I've been troubled by lower back pain lately. Right now, I'm in the process of finding a good way to treat it.
Ah. If it is an ointment you're after, I think Manuela would know more than me.
Doesn't it make you nervous to rely on Manuela? I do not mind asking her
Rude.
about the pain itself, but...
What are you trying to say?
Cat's gonna come out of the woodwork and get you,
nothing.
Hanneman.
I'm only lamenting the fact that I am getting old. It is a pastime I'm not sure I enjoy. Yet I can't help but notice time hasn't taken such a toll on you.
Well, the signs of age may not write themselves
dare him?
plainly on my face, but I feel the strain of years as much as you.
Is that right? But then, that doesn't explain your sister. Your sister, Flame, was born around the time I came to the monastery from the Empire, yes? In all that time, I never knew you to pay her a visit or to write her letters. Yet somehow,
How would
the
you
two
know
of
if
you
he
seem
wrote her
very
letters?
close, like
Are you
a
going through the
family who
mail?
spent years together. Could this not suggest a different interpretation? Perhaps, like you, she has...
Hanneman, that's a dirty
You will
trick.
not
It is.
pry into Flane's business. If
He's
you
gonna get
interrogate
you.
her, no. If you even so much as inquire where she has
Wouldn't
been
put it past
or
him,
what
that's
she
fair.
has done, I will never forgive you. Never. Investigate me all you wish. I will even cooperate if I must. But Flane...
Calm down, Seteth. I have no intentions of approaching Flame.
You
Do
better
I have
not.
your word on that?
You have my word as a scholar and as a
Hanneman
man.
makes me uncomfortable. I don't like
I
nosy
do
people.
apologize
That's
for
fair,
using your
Browns.
sister's name in that way.
Using her? What do you... Oh, that is low.
You promised me just now. Investigate me all you wish, you said. I will even cooperate, you said. Do you deny it? Those words were all I needed to hear. Now I have no
That's really
cause to
shitty,
approach your
Hanneman.
sister.
It seems I have no choice. To think I have been played the fool by a man of your age.
I'll let that slight go. now that I have your cooperation.
Even with my cooperation, there is no guarantee you will reach the truth.
Oh, Seteth, searching for the truth is what I do. And I will find it. I promise you that.
Then I suppose I will have to look forward to the day you prove your claims.
Yeah, well, guess what, Hanneman? You never do, because you don't have any supports after this one, so I bet you never do find out, do you, buddy? Hanneman, I was about to defend you. Well, that was pretty shitty, man. Not cool, bro. Not cool. Alright, Ignatz with Shamir. I will mark that off.
To put it plainly, no, I do not dislike you.
Really? Oh.
At least he didn't take Lynn's approach.
so
He
glad
would
I
be
asked.
dead, I think, if he took Lynn's approach. I think Seteth would have
Why did you
materialized
ask me about
and
the world
killed him.
outside Fodlan before?
There's so much I have yet to see. Even these days, when it's ravaged by conflict, the world is so diverse. Buildings and landscapes and geography differ vastly from place to place. There's so much variety within Fodlan. And the outside world must be even more varied. I feel so inspired just thinking about it. So, I'd like to travel there someday.
I see. You should go.
You think so?
I told you before, in order to know the world, you have to experience it for yourself. There is much to see. Even simple things. Flowers, food, varieties that don't exist in Fodlan. New smells, new tastes. I could tell you about them, but you would only imagine them.
Oh, crap.
Not comprehend them. If you want true understanding, go out into the world. See it with your eyes, feel it with your skin. Speak to its people. Then you will know.
Yes. Perhaps so.
Is there something else?
You've never talked to me like this before, Shamir.
It's nothing.
You've never spoken to me before, Shamir.
Hearing you talk about exploring the world made me think about what I should do with myself.
Do you have plans for the future? After the war?
Not yet. You're ahead of me there. I must find my own path.
Ahead of you, Shamir. I highly doubt that.
If you have time for empty compliments, you have time to encourage me instead.
Yes, of course. Shamir, may you find success in everything you do.
Thank you, Ignatz. I'll do my best.
Alright. Felix and Sylvain.
Sylvain!
Hey, Felix. I'm glad you're safe.
You irresponsible fool! Protecting me like that? You're so weak and yet you always...
Look, it doesn't matter. As long as you're safe. You can go on living, while I...
Stop kidding around! You're not going to die. I won't let you!
Nah, I won't die on you, I promise. You think something like this could kill me? No way. A little magic will take care of the wound. Some bed rest, then I'm good to go out and do it all over again.
Sylvain?
Oh, come on, that was funny. It's not like you to be so concerned.
Sylvain, come on, man.
You really are a fool.
You gotta know that this
Biggest
is
in all of
a
Fodlan.
nerve.
I thought something was off. There's no way you could die from such a small cut. You're so reckless and inattentive. I thought this might be divine punishment.
Hey, that's not nice. You should
Not
be
nice,
thanking
but kind
me.
of funny.
I am grateful. You've been doing this since we were children. Constantly fooling around, but then showing up and helping when we really need you. I'll admit, seeing that smile on your face, I almost want to give you a hug. Almost.
A hug? Did you get hit on the head? Come on. Tell me you want to hug me again. I liked it.
I won't be repeating it, you halfwit. You're obviously fine, so I'll leave now.
You know how we grew up together?
Obviously.
Did I hear him say
Do you
hug?
remember
You
the
did.
promise we made when we were kids? About sticking together until we die together?
I remember.
Well, I'm really not trying to get myself killed before you. You know that, right?
I know. But I'm tired of these close calls. You have to stop fooling around. Take your training more seriously. You can die whenever you please, but I'm not going down with you.
Okay, I get it. Once I've healed, I'll get my act together.
Then I hope you have a speedy recovery. Sylvain, thank you.
That's what friends are for, Felix.
Friends. The support was even more romantically heavy in the original Japanese. They basically swore they wouldn't die without the other. That blush, I know. Was that like the first time we've seen him blush? Might have been. Why do I have an intermediate seal? Okay. You got their flavor text? You mean like their ending? Like the written ending? Aw. I wish that they would save those in the... like where you can look at events and supports. It'd be really nice if they would save those endings that you unlocked too. Because my first playthrough, well, first off, I just didn't realize that you could actually stop it and they all went by so fast. But also, I guess a lot of people screenshot them, but still, it'd be nice if there was an actual section where you could go and look at them. You shipped them so hard when you played? Yeah, they're one of the more popular ships. Felix and Sylvain. There's a lot of potential endings, though. Yeah, but I mean, it would just be nice if it saved it for you in that section. Not to mention route divergent endings. I mean, it's just a screen. It's not even... it's just like text. I don't think it would be that hard. You remember when you couldn't finish reading them? I couldn't because I didn't realize I could stop it. I was afraid if I pushed anything, it would just skip the whole thing. And it just went by so fast. Okay, so we've got this battle and I think just one more. Because I don't think there's an exploration after this battle. Destroy Shambhala. So I think what I'm gonna do, I think I'm just gonna grind for supports and see what I can get before Thursday. And then Thursday we'll do the final battles. That's what I'm thinking. It's not that hard to save the ending since they're in-game. In fact, I think they might have done that earlier in the series. Oh, really? Interesting. Yeah, I wish it would do that so I could go back and look at which ones I've seen, you know? Sadly, I cannot. I'm gonna do a double save. Just in case. Because I don't know, we might have to do the ring, like, after we're done with this. It might just take us right to the ring part, so... Oh, this weekend is also the Rite of Rebirth, apparently? Best of luck, make sure you step away when you need it. I shall. I don't really mind grinding supports too much. I usually do it while I'm, like, watching something on Netflix or... listening to a podcast or something, so it doesn't really tire me too badly. Like, it's just sort of, it's almost like shiny hunting while you're doing something else, you know? But yeah, I'm just gonna compare like what I have. Now that I have the spreadsheet, it makes it a lot faster to just kind of, you know, look at what I need. So I think this will help me out. But I will see what I can get before next stream. You grinded levels a lot. Yeah, I unintentionally do. I'm more grinding supports usually and then end up getting a lot of levels because of that. But yeah, I actually don't really mind battling in this game, which is interesting because that was one of the things that kept me away from Fire Emblem for a really long time, because Eco kept saying like, I really think you'll like Awakening. I just don't know if you'd like the battle. I think you'd really like the characters in the story. And I was just like, I don't know though. But I actually really like the battle system, so you never know. I'm glad I gave it a chance. But we're gonna go raid someone. Here is the schedule for the